Okay, so here we are back again with yet another one of these, it's just sort of general thoughts videos about the game, doing Broncos versus Raiders. Again, real quick, if you missed the first couple videos of today, the reason why I'm here and not making a film study, I'm traveling for the holidays, so just out of town, and so I will be making a video this way. So, yeah, I mean, hey, good win for the Raiders. You're still in it. You're still fighting for a playoff spot. And if you win out, you're in because the Chargers lost. So it's going to be a little bit tough to do that because, you're going to have to beat the Colts and then beat the Chargers to get in. But it's totally possible that you can get in. It's very much, you're in the thick of things here. And you would not have been if you lost. If you lost, it was basically over. Like for the Broncos, I think this is it. I think Denver's done. Yes, it's still in theory possible, but you really realistically needed to win this one. It was an interesting game. So let's just sort of get into the recap aspect of this game. So real quick, what we would see right at the beginning was I thought Vic Fangio's scheme was working the way he wanted it to, right? You keep everything in front. You don't give up any big plays over the top. That's the logic behind it, is you don't give up anything big. You make them have to work. You make them have to run these 10-play drives if they're going to get the ball down the field. Meanwhile, early on, I saw some, I guess I would say, questionable decision-making from Denver. So, like, a couple plays I wrote down. The Broncos ran the ball on second and 10, only gained 1 yard. Now you have a 3rd and 9, which they did not convert. They also had another situation where on second and 17, they ran the football, only gained 3 yards, and now you have a 3rd and 14. So you're basically, like, on second and 17, running the ball basically guarantees you're going to have a 3rd and long and probably have to just, run a screenplay and not be able to get anything going there. So, yeah, not a lot that happened in the first first quarter, but we would start to see some stuff happen a little bit later on. So the second quarter, we saw Hunter Renfrow start the scoring with a really incredible catch, I thought, by him. Really good throw from Derek Carr as well to get the touchdown. So you're on the board. We then saw Jerry Jeudy with it was a 40-yard catch and run, and it was a pretty simple zone buster. Like, I was kind of surprised. Like, every time Denver had something working, it seemed so easy. So that's kind of what my question was. And I was wondering, on one hand, is the play calling bad? Are they not getting stuff open downfield? Or how much of it was Drew Lock just not taking those chances? I don't know. It was interesting. Also, I just got the notification from Adam Schefter on my phone where I record this. I forgot. Yeah, weirdly in this game, it now means that Dallas clinches the NFC East. It's one of those weird tiebreaker things, so that's kind of funny in its own right. But yeah, anyways, we also saw another one. Like, this is a good example where there was a check down on second down and 14. Was that Drew Lock? Was that Pat Shurmur? I don't know. I don't know whose decision it was to check it down. I don't know if that was the play or if I can't remember if I said it right. 2nd and 24 was the down and distance, which is you seemingly would not want to take a check down there, but maybe you had to. Maybe nothing was open, so I just don't know. We then saw the Raiders run a zone buster of their own to beat cover 4 zone, and they got the ball to midfield. The drive stalled there, but what was interesting about that to me, and I was a little bit surprised, they didn't go back to that as much. Like, do that stuff more frequently. Maybe they did and it wasn't working, so Carr just didn't throw it there. I don't know, but that was an interesting decision. Later, we would see in the second quarter, Drew Lock had a play where he just missed a deep shot by a mile. It was just way off, so that was kind of funny. Not Drew Lock's best day. I think that's probably fair to say. I know that all the Drew Lock stands are going to come at me. I'm not sure if there are Drew Lock stands, but didn't think he had a best day. It wasn't atrocious, but wasn't great either. We did then see Denver get back into it, largely due to Raiders' mistakes, and this is what the Raiders have done all year, really, when they've struggled, is they've made the mistakes. All 13 of Denver's points came in this quarter, and basically directly due to some mistakes. So first, we saw Josh Jacobs basically just drop the ball. Quite frankly, he just lost the ball. Although what would end up happening is that that didn't end up cost them too much. It was a 55-yard field goal, which Denver would then go and make. So again, that's 3 points due to mistakes. And then you had just an absurd interception with a screen pass, 30 seconds left, and this is something that drives me crazy. Listen, if you're not going to run down the clock, if you're not going to go play aggressive, then just take a knee. And if you're not going to just take a knee, then try to score. These screen passes, these running the ball, it's all stupid because there's the reason why you might go for it is because there's a greater chance of you scoring points than them scoring points. But if you're doing this, it means there's like almost no chance you score points, but there is a chance that they score points. Just take a knee if you don't want to do it. I think I might have called it a pick six. It wasn't a pick six, down at the 1, but a Javonte Williams touchdown right there. So there's 10 of the 13 points that are scored in that quarter directly due to just making mistakes. You get those out, and this is kind of a blowout win. So, again, that's football. Every team makes mistakes, but still, that happens. So, in the third quarter, we saw really maybe the best drive of the game. It was a really good Josh Jacobs drive by the Raiders. Josh Jacobs got a lot. He did fumble, but it was after he was down. Peyton Barber finished it off with a touchdown. The Raiders then got the ball back and were doing another methodical drive, but it was a bad Derek Carr fumble that would set up an interesting situation for Denver. And I think you could argue some, different opinions here. So it's 4th down and 4. Denver could go for a 55-yard field goal, or they could go for it. I think some people would go for it. I think some people would punt, which I think is the worst decision of the 3. Or you could kick the field goal. They ended up going for the field goal. They're only down 1 point at this point, and they miss it. Analytics had it as sort of a toss-up. So, but, it's a big miss. I mean, you can't blame Brandon McManus. He made a 48-yarder and a 55-yarder already in that game. I think I probably would have kicked the field goal as well. But had he made that, it changes the game because that kind of set up the Raiders in better field position. They would convert a 4th and inches in that drive. There was a situation where no one got open on a 3rd down, so they got sacked, but still were able to kick a field goal with 7:35 left to go up 4. But still, I mean, if you're the Broncos, plenty of time left. However, there was an interesting situation that happened on that drive. Drew Lock had a 3rd down and 7. He was running, and it was weird because it kind of looked like he was running almost sideways, like along with the 1st down marker, as opposed to just like turning his shoulders and getting forward. He was trying to avoid like the contact in front of him. I don't think he saw the guy behind him who tackled him 2 yards short. However, they did have yet another kind of simple concept to beat zone coverage, so they would end up being able to gain the 1st down there. And you're thinking, okay, here it goes. We saw, I don't know how to say his name, number 85, it's Albert O. That's what they even said on the broadcast. If the broadcast doesn't know how to say his name, I think I'm allowed to not know how to say his name. You know who I'm talking about. He had a play where it was almost a big game. Maybe you could blame him. Maybe you could say good defense. I'll let you make that decision. But he makes that one. They really maybe find a way to win it. They would eventually get sacked, and they would punt on about a 4th and 16 or so. I actually think that was the right call to punt. I know everyone likes to play aggressive, but, hope you get the ball back. 4th and 16, that's tough to convert on. It really is. So I didn't hate that decision. I don't know what the numbers say. So if numbers are overwhelming in one direction, I'll change my opinion. But just my gut says I don't hate that decision, to be honest. But yeah, there was some weird clock management from Vic Fangio. So with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left, they have 2 timeouts, and he calls them right away. That's not what you're supposed to do. You wait until it's under 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to call the timeouts. I don't think it mattered, but that's just one of those cardinal rules. Like, again, anyone who's played Madden knows that's not what you do there because it can cost you an extra play. You can't make that mistake, so that's not great. And again, these little things, they do matter at times. So finally, for the Raiders, that final drive, really good stuff, running the ball, and very fun play action at the end, pulls off the victory. I actually thought Derek Carr played well. You look at his stat line, 20 for 25, 201 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's nothing crazy, although the crazy stat line is Josh Jacobs, 129 yards. He had kind of a vintage Josh Jacobs day. That was fun to see. I thought Carr played well, though. Not a lot was getting open. Like, the lack of receivers, especially outside of Hunter Renfrow, it's an issue, but he did what he could. They pull out the win, so, good win for the Raiders, and tough loss for the Broncos, but I think the Broncos kind of knew this might not be the best year for them. They might be a year away, so, my voice is starting to lose my voice a little bit here at the end, but, Broncos, you got hope for the future. Maybe you get Aaron Rodgers. That's kind of the hope at this point. Raiders still in it. Gotta keep letting know. So, yep, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. This should be my last video, or will be my last video of tonight. Might have some up for you tomorrow, I don't know. At some point, hopefully, even if it's late tomorrow night, I should have something up then. But yeah, for now, this should be it. This is the last of it. So yeah, again, thanks to everyone for watching. Merry Christmas to everyone watching. Let me know what you thought about this game in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.